Alright. What's up, guys? Sorry for the stream delay. I'm on a possibly almost more frustrating sleep schedule than the usual. This is probably not hooked up. Oh god. OBS always with the nice curveballs. Alright, we'll cheat a little bit. Alright, chat's gonna be a little bit janky. Yeah, we've got a weird day today. I think it'll still have some interesting fights, but maybe not as competitive as I was hoping for. Opponent messaged me. We lost last time because we were testing stuff, and we're gonna be doing a lot more testing over the course of this season. But it starts with opponent messaged me saying, "Hey, I posted some easy stuff on defense, because it was 1 GL versus 3, I guess," and they just, I don't know. That equaled time to cheese. Or basically the way they wrote it is in case you want to do feats, which, like, I basically said something like, I appreciate the thought. Like, you know, I just take it at face value, like, he was trying to be a good person or something, but I prefer the opposite, to be honest. Like, if you're not going to be trying, just, like, let me go with your stuff, you know? So, that being said, looking to a quick peek, because they said that it wasn't, like, cheese. So we got Grievous, we got Night Sisters, we've got Mothma, Dooku. I don't know what's going to be in rear. We could do some testing still. We can do, like, Mothma versus Gigi, see how that plays out. Never actually done that battle before. Maybe Bounty Hunters and Troopers versus Sisters. Let's see. Oh god, I haven't actually had to calculate Night Sister speed in so long. Huh. Alright. Yeah, let's just move on in, I think. Let me make sure we're not going to be black screen, because we most definitely would be. We're not. Somehow, magically. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why that animation broke. Oh well. Whatever. No, I do know why. Yeah, we've got a bit of a soft day today, but I think we can make it a little bit hard for ourselves anyway. Yeah, I think I just immediately want to go into Mothma. The only thing I guess I need to be checking here is what's the speed on Newt Garlead. They're not quite going that difficult. I don't know how you're supposed to play this. I mean, obviously we're going for B2. I don't think this would be that difficult, so. B1 speed. I gave Kara, like, some pretty solid. I think she's, like, 315 right now. Wasn't fast enough for how we tried to use them last time, but I think this should feel relatively okay. Yeah. Let's give this a shot. Alright, I can only assume there's going to be a little bit of us getting TM trained at the start here. We need B2 to self-reveal. Okay, he does. We don't have a Dispel, though, until Mothma goes. This is gonna continue to be a running trend, I feel like. Okay, finally have it. Yeah, we really need to kick our speed up. We're gonna get TM trained here. This looks bad. Yeah, like, how do you even fight this from here? I mean, Is this an issue of Kara being fastest? Or does it sweep back around to Kara not being fast enough? She has potency. I don't know what the Magna Guard and B2 is for my Mothma. I know this is a favorable matchup, so I want to figure out why we're having this issue. Because this actually played out almost the exact same way as fighting Darth Revan. It really is just we're hitting the Rebel Trooper way too late. At the same time, though, I know like Mon Mothma isn't just supposed to be the fastest character. How much are the glasses? They are. I left them back where I was sleeping. Came down too early. Came down quickly. Yeah, like, so the way that this could have played out is we lost a lot of the initial turn just shooting Medigard and feeding B2 so much extra. I mean, it's possible that this is a situation where not having Cassian hurts a little bit as well. The buff immunity for 2 turns, of course, would have helped. But the buff immunity is just kind of a roundabout way. Because, like, we have non-attack ways of dispelling him. We just need to get this bad boy out. Yeah, and you can see, like, she's on really, really lax speed right now. Like, basically 261. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Mothma can't be the speed leader. But I guess we need her modded at least aggressively enough to come in and take over. Interesting. I would have thought this would have been fairly straightforward, but yeah. That continues to be a common trend, it feels like. We really need... If we're not going to have Cassian, then we need Mon Mothma to come in and provide the utility earlier. Okay. I guess question number 2, then, is... Bounty Hunters or Imp Troopers here? Alright, got it. So what's... Asajj has 15 speed for each enemy with no buffs. So in a 5-man team scenario... Yeah, it's plus 105. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Plus 105, she is... 331, so we actually outspeed by like 3. Maybe do her second counter bit? Not that I've done. It's entirely just we had no dispel. So there was just never a chance for the team to take off. I mean, the basic choice here is, will we rather TM train and try to just get around? I have concerns, this being Asajj lead. Bounty Hunters would just be, like, we do have Django with some potency, right? Enough potency that he should be perfectly fine here. If we don't land the burn on anyone, that's kind of spooky. If we don't land... Like, we get one solid one-shot with Boba, or with a Django rocket here. Whatever, let's just... I think we can just try this. So we have a speed supremacy here. Oh yeah, plus Asajj. All 3 resolves with taxer speed anyway. We don't land the burn on zombies, so we can't actually get access to contracts. That is a little bit frustrating. Plus, we don't get the burn on Doc either, so she's actually going to come in. I mean, if we get the revive block here, then we'll actually just be okay. So does it have to be on Django's turn to actually get the revive block? Because I gave him the Zeta. I wonder. This seems like it's headed real south real quick. I'm really curious on why Django didn't actually get the kill finish there. Only during his turn. That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to back out. We could, like, try to drop a missile. Missile might grab a kill. During their turn. Man! It's actually not that great. I'd rather just back out. Try Imp Troopers? It's possible I should have posted a little bit more on defense to try to block this guy if he's so worried about Galactic Legends. I prefer Boss Lead versus NS. I don't know. I mean, you saw how quickly things folded. I feel like Boss Lead is a little bit too passive. Without Stark Zeta here, I feel not as great about trying to set up. I feel like we would just feed here. Whatever, let's just try it. It's possible that we're doing a little bit too many losses and not a hard enough defense to actually... I mean, if the guy... Hey, he said, like, I didn't set a heavy defense in case you have feats to do. I don't think that's necessarily licensed to just, like, throw a ton of losses. I don't think Imp Troopers... If we had Stark Zeta down here, I think I'd be down. We don't. Let's say, I feel like this is gonna crumble the exact same way real quick. Yeah, I mean, maybe with the TM change up the way it is, maybe this team just kind of needs a rocket real quick. I kind of ruins the setup, though. I mean, rocket would still at least activate boss. We're not going to get payout, though. But maybe we never were. Okay, let's see. Overall, I'm kind of surprised. I'm a little bit bummed. The B team's not exactly showing up yet. I wonder. We would have some issues with Biggs activations. I'm not sure if we can tiptoe around if we run Imp Troopers here. The problem is we couldn't use Veer's AoE. Which I think we might be a little bit too set up to rely on Veer's Mass Assist damage or speed-wise. Let's see, we're gonna get 40% off of 228. I guess it is it can work. All right, let's try this. Some light finesse troopers. Boss Cleave lets you recover. We had somebody get one shot. Is the issue. Okay, so Stark is basically gonna be our favorite go-to target here. Just kinda by default. Yeah, I think we can tread lightly here. Work around Biggs a little bit. So that felt pretty fun. I still think against an S though. Just too many ifs, too many buts, I think. It's really a shame that Pi had only Daze's light side. I haven't picked up that Zeta, but even if I had, like, it's kind of why I haven't picked it up yet. It's just like, okay, I would prefer to global Daze, or I prefer to be a little bit less conditional. Channel solo on S. It's just not really what I wanted today to be. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, whatever. We could just... Jeez, on that Dookie team? Yeah. Think about it. This is kind of an issue, though. This will easily take off one of my Geos. No questions asked. Which is a problem. So, I mean, we could do something like 5-0 first as a cheap option. I don't think 5-0 first necessarily gets it. I mean, 5-0 first gets it, but 5-0 first will... I mean, the Django missile should be at least one side character losing all their protection. How much AoE tax do they have beyond that? It could just be like one, like, bad Django missile. Nah, nest AoE. We could do the Mikashi off. I don't mind that. Alright, that leaves gas floating plus a pretty okay JML team. Sure. Still concerns about Django missile, unfortunately. Still plenty of concerns around that. We might as well just get offense up before the mass assists. I think we'll feel fine. I mean, we could mark Jordica here, but... I want the stun. Okay, Bassa at least has 1 or 2 shots to try to control Django before the missile comes out. some lovely counterattacking action. All right, Basila, you okay, perfect. That's all we needed. Alright, I'd say being on Shakti actually a little bit annoying here. We can't, like, swap into nests. I don't know if he gets this. Not quite. I was really, especially since we got 2 or 3 reductions, I thought we would have been able to, like, brute force through her by now. It's actually not happening. I guess we have Savior. Like, what are we even that worried about here? What? How do we do 60% with one hit and then 30% with the next? What? The same ratio. Excuse me? Taking a little bit of a gamble risk by kind of just leaving it up to Basila to take down Django. Or control Django in time. She gets it. Alright, this stealth, useful, but also just one-shot him, so not actually that relevant. I don't think we'll be able to get Riven back to full health. These counterattacks are actually going to be a big pain. Annoying. He counterattacked us. How did it stop revive? I'm getting triggered. He definitely killed us on counter. Unless it was just a single basic and then he did a second on his turn and it looked like a double basic on his off turn. But I'm pretty sure we're debuffed. So what gives? I didn't even see the time, actually. Yikes. He countered on the Basila, it was his turn. Unlucky. I mean, the one tenacity set actually does kind of matter here. Man, I don't know. I might just play the next one completely normal and call off the testing until I can remod and tweak. They are 0 for 3 right now. It's actually making me kind of sad. The heck is up? Alright, whatever. I guess we're probably just supposed to just trade down everyone else. what do Greaves Zetas do? So the first one we're looking at after he gets the payout is plus 20% more AoE damage on the mass assist. So like not bad, but it's just like if you've already got to payout contract, the team is designed to already like pretty much wrap it up immediately. So it wasn't really a priority for me. And then the other one gives you, I think, team cleanse as well as some extra health and protection healing when he pops it, but also again is for when you're in contract. Alright, we're getting back to full protection almost. Yeah, irrelevant at that point pretty much. I'm surprised at how much we're getting TM trains. Like, how are they looping so effectively against one person? I guess Grievous can eventually just tax them out, but this is annoying. Oh, this time's out? I mean, I've run this before. Yeah, okay, we're starting to get some tax. This guy isn't on crazy speeds either, so I don't really know the explanation. I mean, the mass assist is definitely bringing us back down. Okay, now the chain breaks. I've never seen Kylo get TM chained this aggressively. Interesting. Even with Magna Guard dead, we're still kind of getting juggled. Like, this is insane. Obviously, once people gets taxed out, we kind of just end this. It makes a timeout? Seems like not exactly. Alright, we'll expedite that along. We've been hit by so many cooldown increases. God, he's actually insanely bulky right now. And all these cooldown increases? Alright, we need you to chill. More than Grievous, actually. Alright, we can counter Siphon. We have time. That was... Huh. I was kind of curious to see how much Grievous was actually ramping there. I wasn't sure how effectively he would ramp into, like, taxing his team down. I figured it might come down to B1 breaking first. Okay, we got there. Huh. Even then, like, even SLK versus Grievous I consider it to be pretty safe. Guess just is someone breaking today? What is happening? I mean, whatever. But the B teams... Like, we have cut some corners. Like, Wedge was pretty much always a corner cut here, and Wedge doesn't really bring anything to the matchups that we want to use him in. So that it's like, you know what? Fair enough. Like, I still think for the most part, like, even if we had Cassian, the issue is still the issue. We just don't have a Dispel until Cassian's out of the field. Or until, the Mothma Summon's out on the field. This, I mean, I guess if we had, like, Gear 13, Boba, he wouldn't have got one shot. I feel like this is more just like a, if we're not hitting them with the missile immediately, ignore the missing mods I showed you all in the GAC lock, but like, I feel like if we're not doing this immediately, then there's kind of no point in running them. Ever seen CMR like that? It really is because of the B1 assist combined with the nude Zeta, I guess. It really was just the nude mass assist, because everything else combined, they're getting roughly, let's say, 40 to 80% TM train, and then we're getting kind of like chain reduced over time. But we were like slowly crawling up until the new mass assist happened, and then suddenly it would just reset every single time. So yeah, a little bit annoying. I tried Vader in this matchup before. It sounds kind of fun. This call looks a little bit weak. Not weak enough, apparently. Definitely not weak enough. So we could go for this call right now, or we do double basic into choke into call extension. I don't know that we get back to MMM though. No, we do. We totally do. Palpatine is like, please, for the love of God, just let me take a turn. I mean, maybe there was a call to just try to set up the choke on Bruden since we wouldn't have eaten that counterattack. That was -1 banner. That was, I guess, technically avoidable. Although, no, we had to... No, we didn't. Yeah, I think we could have avoided that. Oh well. Man, I was actually able to pick up top 10 in the challenge rancor, so we do have... I don't know, whatever, 10. Literally just 10 on top of the extra crafting cost. But if I was going to take anybody to relegate, I might consider Vader. There are some, like, this would just make his modding easier. I mean, it's only like 3%-ish crit chance, 600 offense, but I mean, maybe. Right? He does get pretty good modifiers. He does kind of just want anything else to help him rampage. I don't know if there was maybe a situation where maybe you would start doing too much damage in Rey matches. I don't think so, though. Alright, I guess we need to pull CLS off of defense for next time. you R8 GK yet? I haven't R8 anyone yet. What am I missing to R8? Oh, you know. Man, my GK is not even R7, so the idea of giving him R8 is like, that's funny. Yeah, you need 20 of these. If I gave up every single G12 piece that I have right now, I can get 17. So I'm missing to R8. Pretty much this. Yeah. And also I'm not convinced that it's worth it to craft, even if you have the stuff. Oh, hey. The full Bayo that I got from Raid earlier. And we'll wait to see. Don't really need to gear 13 and grief immediately. I think RA Vader can make SE more viable. I'm not even sure that Vader gets used that often in SE. I assume we're talking viable in defense. Yeah, I mean, the issue is, as always, is just that Vader doesn't go into Merciless Massacre until turn 2. Which, like, I've fought against Vader with SE before. The guy who goes before me does have, like, Vader, Treya, Nihilus, and Basilisk Unfallen as the supporting four. It was annoying, and I actually, like, took some losses at first just using my normal JML team until I figured out the better turn order. And substituted in Grandmaster Yoda. You know, it's weird. But Vader never really got to do what Vader wanted to do either. Especially once I got that set up down. Yeah, beating Eternal Emperor with JML was a pain, but we did get there. He doesn't have ults for what it's worth, but I think with the way the fight plays out, we do kind of kill him fairly quickly. Like, the fight just wraps up before I think he might get to the ult and execute. These sisters are annoyingly thick. Even with the team reduction, could not stop them. I mean, Gas might actually still get full protection. This might still be a 60. Yeah. I thought that it was like right on the brink of 60, but I think that last zombie basic probably pushed it over. Yeah, I mean, might as well JMO. Wouldn't exactly call this the most favorable matchup. Not that it's unfavored, but just JCR defense just continues to grow like increasingly annoying, I think. I'm not even gonna bother using this stun. I just want. If we stun, then she's just gonna get played heal block here, and we might end up with 59. So I'm just gonna stroll on out of here. Why is he so low? On Terminator. Maybe he just wants that, I don't remember. I mean, everyone's using Jedi lessons, so it's hard to remember who's actually taking turns. It's all the same button. Yeah, we didn't get to like loop the Jedi lessons around, so we didn't actually get the second chain going. Sure, why not? Make sure J-Mo gets his banners back. Nice lightsaber, buddy. Separatists could be a little bit annoying until we get the buff immunity on Hux. We could try it. With Hux blocking TM, though, it is kind of not as great of a starter as it sounds like. Alright, there we go. Now we get to do what we want. Okay, Grievous already topped back off. Let's get Nude back to full. If that Mass Assist killed, I think we might have been able to get max banners, or at least B2 within range. But yeah, not quite enough damage, unfortunately. Jamal has an ultimate. I'll have you know, I found a fight recently where I actually felt like Jamal ult mattered. Which feels extremely weird to say, but genuinely I can look at the fight and say we actually had to be able to run that. So surprised me, but we are kind of getting there. The taunt ignore is quite nice. Ahsoka, I usually do opposites for the GET2 ships. This isn't Houndstooth, though. I fought against this in Arena. I remember it feeling easy, but I don't remember what my approach was, so we might just have to freestyle this. I mean, we know Millennium Falcon is down south. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's too much to be scared about here. Like, I don't think we need to slot them. Going for the cleanse? It's funny. Not Gauntlet. I don't think I have Gauntlet even. Yeah. Run Gauntlet for the cleanse. I mean, I guess it's a utility ship. We could get to, like, Plo status, but I don't even have it farmed. Whatever. I guess just as a precaution. The only thing I don't like about Ebon Hawk is the counter synergy, where it's basic, essentially just strips off 2 buzz droids, but you could do worse. Nah, let's save it for. Man. Yeah, maybe just leave this as is. think was going to happen here. I can't justify bringing any ship because we need them for other purposes, just in case. First Order actually needs to kind of stay together and know that they're actually upgraded. So... I mean, we get this, we take this. But... why are we going first? I mean, Ahsoka's gonna establish the retribution if we do the AoE now. It's possible we're meant to just slow play this a little bit. Let's just... I remember this not feeling that bad. Like, yes, they're gonna have retribution. But it's mostly Houndstooth that matters here. Plus we get the first reinforcement to hook onto for a little bit. Just kind of chill. Ignore that this just happens. And we keep all the benefits of having buzz droids on a low Anakin here in a minute. That doesn't have great odds of actually hitting. Okay. Never mind. Plo Koon, go. Alright. Gonna take a little bit. We might even need an ultimate. I don't think the ultimate is in danger of doing much beyond just significantly hurting our banners. Wasting a Vulture Droid technically by doing that, but I would rather just try to push more damage before the ult comes out. Alright, now that Plo Koon's out, the second high-end AoE feels pretty nice. Assuming we can keep IG 2000 intact for a while, we might actually get some pretty solid banners back off of this. I mean, we're regenning. Ooh, yikes. That's actually a lot of damage. Like, if we had a good tank that we could just beat up on for a bit and let the IG-2000 regen take back over, yeah, maybe. I'm not gonna mess around with remaining GR ships here. Just want to finish. This still feels like it's been working out for me so far. Replacing Breach on the taunts. I think basic here also still felt like the right choice. Alright, didn't get the target lock over here, unfortunately. Alright, we get the shield disruption back off of Hound's Tooth. AoE here. Alright. A little bit of spice on Plo Koon. This is still a 64. I'll take it. You can share 3 GR ships giving speed to your team at the beginning. It's probably Valor on Anakin. But I could have sworn I have memories of taking or getting priority with Wildlands. Maybe not. Alright, I mean, ETA outspeeds Malevolence. Naturally. 187 versus, I think, 183? Not even. Yeah, that's just being dumb, I guess. I do kind of remember Malevolence kicking in earlier than it did there. And it probably is just because the Master Assist picks up the Vulture Droid and then Malevolence goes. But there are some, like in my squad arena, or my ship's arena, there are actually some battles where I'm able to do the special first rotation. I don't think it's, yeah, like, pretty much everyone around me has the Relic 7 GK. I don't know, I have to like try to pay attention to that and see who is actually... What's up, Men in Blog? I don't see any usual suspects ahead of me that would be... I don't even recognize this dude's name. I assume that he's probably gonna have... Okay, he doesn't. Hey, maybe I fought him recently. I'm pretty sure it would still have speed advantage though, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, thank you for the raid, man. What's up, what's up? Should have actually had the alert box running. I had the alert box shut off for Hybrid Council. I did not think about that. Alright, I mean... I'm not gonna lie, I actually am a little bit disappointed this season overall with the B teams struggling here. I don't know. I'll have to just... I do think that if, like I said this last time, and I think I'm on this page entirely. All we gotta do, grab these speed mods right here, give them to B teams that'll appreciate them a lot more. And I think we'll end up in a much more interesting spot next week. So I'll probably play a more classic match next match. Not really worry about B team practice too much, because I do think we can see some holes pretty much immediately. The Bounty Hunter stuff, less so maybe. Bounty Hunters almost just feels like they just need all Gear 13. The one situation against DR, I know how to mod for that a little bit better with the protection primaries. And I don't feel as nervous about Gear 12. Reef Cargo? But yeah. All in all, it's a weird situation to be in. I'm a little bit bummed about that Django Zeta. Yeah, alright, I guess kind of an uneventful day. I mean, not uneventful, I dropped two matches, but I feel like the reasons for dropping them were not even that interesting. Oh, that's grand. I mean, again, Mon Moms versus GG I know is a fairly standard matchup, so there has to be some spot. I think it honestly might just be a fast Kara causing some issues. Like, Kara being so much faster than everyone else means that we almost need like a hot thermal scout basic just to even like get everyone caught up to her. So yeah, I'm curious. I still think this is the exact like use case where we would want Kara, and I'd be curious to see what it takes to patch that team into position, because like future seasons, this is exactly what I worked on Mon Mothma for. This is what I want to be targeting, so we shall see, I guess. Alright, yeah, hopefully hopefully I didn't just like open the door for this dude. I mean, I took what he was saying is like I took it to mean that he probably gave up, but I probably should have like posted defense to like give myself room to actually do this and get away with it. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and let's call it an evening. Peace out. Oh, good.